Welcome to Education Insights, the podcast where we dive into the most pressing issues and promising practices in the field of education. I'm your host, Brittany McKeel, and today we're focusing on crucial topics of supporting bilingual and English language learning students. We will cover three key areas: the challenges of misidentification in special education, strategies for effective decision-making, and pathways to appropriate support. Let's get started. Part 1, Unveiling the Challenges, Misidentification of Bilingual or ELL Students in Special Education. Misidentification of bilingual and ELL students in special education is a significant issue that schools face today. Overrepresentation or underrepresentation of these students in special education programs can stem from several common causes. Firstly, language barriers, and they often lead to misinterpretation of a student's abilities. Educators might mistake language acquisition challenges for learning disabilities. This results in overrepresentation. On the other hand, cultural biases and lack of adequate assessment tools tailored for ELL students can cause underrepresentation, where students who genuinely need special education services do not receive them. To address these issues, schools must implement procedures and practices that ensure fair identification. Using culturally responsive assessment tools is crucial. These tools consider the student's linguistic background and offer a more accurate measure of their capabilities. Additionally, providing professional development for educators on cultural competence and linguistic diversity helps prevent biases in the identification process. Furthermore, schools should establish a response to intervention, otherwise known as RTI model, that allows for early and systematic support for struggling students. This model can help distinguish between language acquisition difficulties and actual learning disabilities, reducing the risk of misidentification. Diving into part 2, which is Collaboration for Success, Strategies for Effective Decision-Making. Effective decision-making for bilingual and ELL students requires a collaborative approach involving multidisciplinary teams. These teams bring together diverse expertise, ensuring comprehensive support for students. Multidisciplinary teams should establish clear norms and processes for collaborative problem solving. Regular meetings with structured agendas help maintain focus and productivity. Each team member should understand their role and contribute their unique perspective, whether it's from a special education, general education, or ELL service perspective. Remaining data-driven is essential. Teams should collect and analyze data considering cultural and linguistic factors. This means looking beyond standardized test scores and incorporating qualitative data like classroom observations and student work samples. Data should be disaggregated to highlight the specific needs and process of bilingual and ELL students. Utilizing culturally and linguistically responsive interventions before considering special education placement is another best practice. These interventions might include bilingual support programs, targeted language instruction, and differentiated teaching strategies. By providing these supports, teams can better determine if a student's struggles are related to learning their language or if there might be an underlying disability. Finally, part 3, Pathways to Support, Factors and Methods for Referring Bilingual or ELL Students. Before referring a bilingual or ELL student to special education, several factors must be considered. It's essential to ensure that language proficiency assessments are conducted and that any language-related challenges are addressed. Understanding the student's cultural background, prior education experience, and family dynamics also provide critical context that influence learning. Effective communication with families is a cornerstone of this process. Prior to referral, schools should engage families in discussions about their child's progress and any concerns. This includes providing information in the family's preferred language and being culturally sensitive to their communication styles and preferences. During the referral process, keeping families informed and involved is vital. Regular updates and meetings should be held with interpreters available as needed. After the referral, continuous collaboration with families helps to ensure that they understand the outcomes and next steps and that they remain active partners in their child. By considering these factors and maintaining open, respectful communication, schools can create a supportive pathway that respects and addresses the unique needs of bilingual and ELL students. wraps up today's episode of Education Insights. We've explored the challenges of misidentifying bilingual and ELL students in special education, discussed collaborative strategies for effective decision-making, and outlined pathways to provide appropriate support. Thank you for joining us. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe and share it with your colleagues and friends. Until next time, I'm Brittany McKeel, and this has been Education Insights.